we are checking oxidative stress markers and antioxidants in a group of patients who also have differences in obesity status that will affect oxidative stress. They also have difference in insulin sensitivity or insulin resistance status. That is, they might have normal glycemic control, pre-diabetic or diabetic, and this will also affect their oxidative stress levels. And there is a combined effect of these two factors. And this is where two-way ANOVA comes in useful. Now, how do we do that? Let me show you. In order to get to two-way ANOVA, we go to Analyze. Just below Compare means there is General Linear Model, Univariate. Press that. And now you see this. These three boxes, just ignore. They will not be applicable in any of the research you will possibly be doing. These top two boxes are the boxes of interest. What is the levels? Which are the levels which we are trying to figure out? Right now, let's start with serum antioxidant levels. We put them here. And what are the factors which affect them? Diabetes, pre-diabetes and normal glycemic control, that will affect. And obesity status, whether they're normal or obese, they will affect as well. And we want to see their interaction. What we choose here is, number one, plots. We want to have two lines. One line will be for those patients who are normal BMI, and one line should be for those patients who are obese. So we know how these two variables interact with each other. So on the horizontal axis, I still want to have the categorization of normal, pre-diabetes and diabetes. So I'll put that on the horizontal axis. And I want separate lines for obese and separate analysis for normal BMI patients. I will add these and continue. Then I will also like to have because the pre-diabetes has 3 levels. I would like to have a post-hoc test for that, post-hoc test, to see where the difference lies. Not for BMI because it already has just 2 levels. And if the significant result comes, that means there's a significant difference between obese and non-obese. But with diabetes, there are 3 levels, normal, pre-diabetes and diabetes, and I want to see where the difference lies. Continue. And let's see if there's anything I want to see in options. I want to see means for according to the diabetic status, according to the BMI, according to their interactions. I want to compare the main effects, and I want to have a descriptive table as well. Right, and I think that is just what we need. Estimates of effect size. I also want to see how much does each variable affect. What is the degree of effect of each variable? So I want that as well. Estimates of effect size. Now I'll continue. And I think I have all what I need, and I'll do okay. Table is just telling you how many patients in which group. So those 1, 2, 3, remember 1 was healthy control, 2 was pre-diabetes, and 3 was diabetes. And there were 37 patients here, 53 in the pre-diabetes group and 22 in the diabetes group. And normal BMI are 58 and obese are 54. So this is just giving you an overview of your data. This is the descriptive stat table because I want to report this first. So in healthy controls, amongst the healthy controls, in terms of glycemic control, we have normal BMI patients as well as obese patients. So it is giving means of each group individually, of the strata individually. So within the healthy controls, the normal BMI had a mean antioxidant value of 193, highest, because this is the healthiest group. So healthy controls, but they are obese. They will have a lower value of antioxidants, 120. Standard deviations and the number of people in each group. Then the pre-diabetes group. It will again show your means according to the stratification. In diabetes, the normal has 66.3 and obese has 66.64. So almost the same. हैं जो मेन टेबल है जो हमें इंफॉर्मेशन देगी. I'm gonna go to that, which is this next table. Test of between subjects effect. इसमें आपने बाकी सब चीजों को इग्नोर कर दें. ये इंटरसेप्ट सिग्निफिकेंट होना चाहिए, बट वी डोंट नीड टू सी दैट. इट टेल्स यू यहाँ पे कि कौन से वेरिएबल को देखा जा रहा है, उसका डिफरेंस सिग्निफिकेंट है कि नहीं है, और वो कितना कंट्रीब्यूट करता है टूवर्ड्स द लेवल्स ऑफ एंटीऑक्सीडेंट्स. ईटा स्क्वायर का मतलब, पार्शियल ईटा स्क्वायर का मतलब कि वो वेरिएबल कितना कंट्रीब्यूट कर रहा है टू डिफरेंसेस इन लेवल्स ऑफ आर एंटीऑक्सीडेंट्स. एन एग्जांपल, प्री डायबिटीज वाला जिसको मैंने नाम दिया है, विच एक्चुअली रिप्रेजेंट्स आइदर नॉर्मल ग्लाइसेमिक कंट्रोल, प्री डायबिटीज या डायबिटीज, ये सिग्निफिकेंट डिफरेंस क्रिएट करता है विद इन एंटीऑक्सीडेंट लेवल्स, और इसकी कंट्रीब्यूशन है 0.313. यानी the fact whether a person might be normal, pre-diabetic or diabetic will affect serum antioxidants 31.3%. Yani 31.13% changes in serum oxidant levels will be according to their glycemic control status, whether they are normal, pre-diabetes or diabetes. BMI का effect भी significant है. It is less than 0.05. कितना significant है? क्वांटिटेटिवली इफेक्ट साइज कितना है? 0.045. इसको अगर परसेंटेज में कंसिडर करें तो 4.5, यानी 4.5% कंट्रीब्यूशन बीएमआई की है, कंपेयर्ड विद 31.3% कंट्रीब्यूशन जो है वो उसकी है आपके ग्लाइसेमिक कंट्रोल. फिर है कि इनके आपस का इंटरैक्शन. दिस इज व्हाट वी वर डूइंग द टू वे एनोवा फॉर. प्री डायबिटीज एंड बीएमआई इंटरैक्शन विद ईच अदर, ये दोनों मिलके कंबाइंड इफेक्ट इनका है कि नहीं है. नाउ दिस सेज कि ये सिग्निफिकेंट है. 0.008 is less than 0.05. So combined, they have a significant effect on, in addition to their individual effects, when they are combined, they have an additional effect on serum antioxidant levels. And how much is that? 8.7%. Individually, BMI will contribute 4.5% to changes in antioxidant levels. Individually, pre-diabetic status will contribute 31.3% to antioxidant status. And when they interact, they will cause an additional 8.7% change in the antioxidant level. So a patient who will have diabetes as well as being obese, their antioxidants level will be even more reduced. Right? This is table. Pairwise comparison is when we chose post hoc for the variable with 3 options, which was normal, pre-diabetes, and diabetes. And we interpret it as in the same way as we interpret one-way ANOVA. So it tells us that healthy controls versus pre-diabetes difference is significant. Healthy controls versus diabetes difference is also significant. But pre-diabetes versus diabetes difference is not significant. This is visually very important for us. As a matter of fact, it will be good for us to first see this to get an idea of how our results are coming. These are the means on y-axis. In this case, what means antioxidant level means. And this is health control, pre-diabetes, and diabetes. The values for normal BMI patients are shown in blue, and the values for obese patients are shown in green. Visually, you can see that yes, when we go from healthy control to pre-diabetes to diabetes, the antioxidant levels will decrease. But the decrease is more in healthy controls. And what you can see is that there is no difference at the level of diabetes. Maybe diabetes is such a bad condition that antioxidant levels are very low, whether your BMI is normal or not. But the main difference lies in healthy controls. In healthy, there is a difference in pre-diabetes as well. But in healthy control, the difference is vast between those with normal BMI and those with high BMI, i.e. those which are obese.